In this video, I'm going to tell you about how insurance companies will use your social media content to pay you less for your personal injury claim. Make sure to watch until the end because I'm going to give you some tips on how you can protect yourself from having your social media content used against you in a legal case. And no, you shouldn't just delete it. In fact, that can make things worse, and I'll tell you why at the end. Now, the first thing you need to understand when you're dealing with an insurance company after an accident injury is that you are nothing but an expense to them. Remember, the insurance company is in the business of making money, and they make money just like everyone else by maximizing revenues and minimizing expenses. In the insurance world, this means collecting as much as they can in premiums and paying out as little as possible in claims. To minimize payouts on claims, insurance companies use highly trained and experienced adjusters whose sole job it is to scrutinize your claim and find justifications for paying less than what you should be getting. One of the tactics adjusters are trained to use is to search every post, photo, and comment in your social media accounts to find the slightest hint of inconsistency so they can attempt to paint you as someone who's exaggerating their injuries or who is someone who's unworthy of a significant settlement payout. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Take a look at this photo right here. This is me and my wife at a concert about a year ago. Looks like we're having a good time and nothing out of the ordinary, right? What you can't tell from this picture is that 2 months before this picture was taken, I was in an emergency room because I couldn't even stand up. You can't tell from this picture that I have 2 protruding discs in my lower back that are compressing the nerves on my spinal cord. You don't see that I'm currently in physical therapy trying to regain the ability to stand up for longer than a few minutes. You don't see that during the concert I spent most of the time sitting down while everyone else was standing up because it hurt so bad to stand for more than a minute. And you don't see the pain in my lower back that was shooting down my right leg the whole time I was walking back to our car after the concert was over. The truth is that I didn't really want to go to the concert with my wife that night because I was still hurting from my back injuries. But my wife really did, and I didn't want to disappoint her or cause her to have to miss out, so I went ahead and went with her, and I took a smiling selfie picture because that's what we do when we go out on date nights. Now, I didn't have an injury claim going on at the time because the problem I had going on in my back wasn't somebody else's fault. But if I did and I was making an insurance claim to get compensated for my injuries, do you see how this post on Facebook could come back and bite me if an insurance adjuster got a hold of it? You better believe the insurance adjuster is going to make all kinds of hay about this picture. It doesn't look like I'm injured. It doesn't look like I'm in pain. It looks like I'm just going about ordinary life and having a fun evening with my wife, like nothing's wrong with me. And that's the problem with social media. The content we post on social media is not a true representation of every moment of our lives. Social media posts are only snapshots of our lives. And the snapshots we post on social media usually only show the high points in our lives. The birthday parties, the vacations, the pictures of us having a good time with family and friends. But it's so easy for an insurance company to cherry pick those snapshots and take them out of context to portray a different story than what is really going on. Anything you post about your life can and will be used against you. Every picture or comment that shows that you are not in pain will be used to cast doubt on the validity of your claim. Okay, so now that you know that the insurance company and their legal team are going to be snooping around on your social media to find anything they can to undermine your claim, what can you do about it? Well, the best thing to do is just stay off social media until your case is over. For some platforms like Facebook, you can deactivate your account without deleting all of your posts and your pictures, and then just reactivate your account when your case is over, and you can just pick up right where you left off. But nowadays, when I tell people to get off social media, they look at me like I've got 2 heads. I get it. Social media is a big part of our lives. It's how we stay connected with family and friends, share information about things going on in our communities, network with other people in our industries, or sometimes just escape from the stress of our day for a few minutes. After all, whose day can't be improved by watching clips of cats getting freaked out by cucumbers? So the next best thing you can do is to review your privacy settings. Do not allow public access to your content. Restrict access to your profiles to only people you know, and be wary of anyone you don't know who tries to friend you after your accident. It could be someone working for the insurance company who's trying to get access to your information. But restricting access doesn't mean you can post whatever you want. You still need to assume everything you post will get scrutinized and misinterpreted against you. Even if you set your privacy settings to the highest level possible, you may be required to turn over your social media content by a court if your case has to go into litigation. Now, what if you've been injured in an accident and you've already posted a bunch of stuff to your social media? You might be thinking, no problem, I'll just delete it. But don't do that. It can make things worse. Even if you delete your posts, pictures, and videos from your social media profiles, they're still stored on the servers of the social media companies like Facebook and Instagram, which can be subpoenaed in a lawsuit. And if the other side finds out you deleted post-accident content from your social media accounts, they can use that to make it look like you're hiding something, or worse, that you intentionally destroyed evidence. And that will make getting you a favorable outcome very difficult. Have you ever heard the saying, the cover-up is worse than the crime? Well, that's often the case with social media posts. So if you have post-accident social media posts out there, try not to worry too much. It doesn't mean your case is over. Just don't delete it. And if you're working with us, just let us know about it so that we can deal with it and put it in proper context. Another thing, don't post about your accident, your injuries, or your case in general. Anything you put out there has the potential to create an inconsistency that can be used to devalue your claim. And for goodness sake, don't post anything your attorney tells you, because that would destroy the attorney-client privilege and will jeopardize your lawyer's legal strategy. And if you're watching this video on social media, give it a thumbs up and then watch this video here where I cover 5 more mistakes to avoid if you want to get a fair settlement for your injuries. And if you'd like us to review your injury case, use the link in the description below to send us some information and we'll be in touch with you shortly. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.